Ever since 2006, LEGO has been making Batman sets, and along with that, Batman's most famous flying vehicle, the Batwing. Since then, there have been about 8 main minifigure scale Batwings, plus the one that connected with the ultimate Batmobile, between the original Batman theme, DC superheroes, and the LEGO Batman movie, and those are the only ones I will be ranking. I won't be including Polybags, the 1989 one, or anything from Junior's sets, because those are not at the same scale and don't compare to these. So now, I will be ranking every LEGO Batwing at minifigure scale. Number 9 is the Batwing from the ultimate Batmobile. This is obviously the weakest one on this list because it isn't really made to be standalone, and is made as a smaller part of the set. It is meant to connect to make the Batmobile bigger. By itself, it doesn't look that bad as a small Batwing, and even though it is small, the design is still decent. Compared to the rest though, it is just the weakest. Number 8 is the Batwing released in 2019 in the Batwing and the Riddler Heist set. It has that standard Batwing shape, but it doesn't look quite right to me. The shaping on the wings looks a little blocky, but I still think it looks good. And I like the shaping of the cockpit area. It kind of looks similar to the 1989 Batwing, and it is probably the closest minifigure scale Batwing to the 1989 one. So I still think this is a cool Batwing, but it just looks a little off, and I like the rest a little more. Number 7 is the main Batwing from the LEGO Batman movie that came out in 2017. I like the shape of the wings, but the center of it looks a little too big and boxy. It has some decent play features like the wings can move up and down and the engines can turn. It also comes with a little car that can fit in the back, but that doesn't really add much to this Batwing, and it doesn't look that great. I really like the top view of this Batwing. When you look at it from above, it has a really good shape of a bat. This is a really solid Batwing, but not one of my favorites. Number 6 is the Bat, that came in the Dark Knight Rises set from 2013. I wasn't sure if this counted as a Batwing or not, but people count the Tumbler as a Batmobile, so this counts as a Batwing. This is one of the more unique Batwings and has a completely different shape. It isn't exactly like how it is in the movie, and I think it would look better if it was a little longer and bigger overall. It is a very interesting Batwing, but I like some of the more standard Batwings better. Number 5 is the Batwing from 2018 in the Batman Brother Eye Takedown set. This is one of the smaller ones, and I think it's a nice, sleek Batwing. I like all of the shaping and the overall design. The Bat logos on the wings don't look the best, but they are fine. I don't really have much to say about this one. I think this is just a nice smaller Batwing. Number 4 is the Batwing from 2014 in the Batman the Joker Steamroller set. This version looks like a cool bat jet. The main play feature is where you can open and close the wings. I think it looks good both ways, and I really think it is a cool play feature. The whole design looks good, and out of all the Batwings, it is one of the ones with the best play features and one of the best open and close features for Batwings. Number 3 is the Batwing from 2016 in the Heroes of Justice Sky High Battle set based on the Batwing from Batman v Superman. This is another Batwing with a very unique shape, and I really like the design of this one. The new cockpit pieces at the time that they used were really cool, and I think the 6 stud shooter cannon at the front is a decent play feature. This is just another really cool Batwing that has a nice shape. Number 2 is the Batwing from 2012 in the Batwing Battle Over Gotham City, and this one is kind of a remake of the original Batwing from 2006. This one is a little smaller but has a similar design and similar play feature. I like the play feature where the wings open up to reveal missiles, and it just has that classic Batwing shape. Number 1 is the original LEGO Batwing from 2006 in the Batwing, the Joker's Aerial Assault set, and let me just say, between my top 3 options, it was very hard to choose which one was my favorite. I chose this one because I love that original LEGO Batman theme, and I think most of those sets are great, plus this is the one that started it all and inspired many of the other LEGO Batwings. It has the same shape as the 2012 one, but this one is bigger, and it has a little more play features. It has the same open wing feature with missiles, but there is also another missile on the back, and it is one of those cool older missiles with the rubber tips. So this Batwing had a lot of competition, but none of them could beat the original for me. So that was my ranking of every LEGO minifigure scale Batwing from 2006 to 2021. I don't hate any of them, but let me know what your favorite is in the comments. So anyway, that's all I have to say. So see you next time, goodbye.